Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an Aries inspired kind of face paint makeup look, and this is what I came up with today. Aries is a fire sign, so I chose a lot of red and orange and yellow colors because they're like fiery colors, and then I added a gold sparkly glossy lip to go with it because I feel like gold kind of goes along with the whole fiery type theme. I'm sure by now you've probably already figured out that I am an Aries, because why else would I be doing a random zodiac sign? I'm debating possibly turning this into a whole series. I kind of want to, but at the same time I'm not sure if everyone wants to see that, so I may or may not do that, because with that I feel like it's kind of all or nothing. You know, if I do my sign, then that's fine to leave it at that, but I don't want to just do like a few signs and then like not do the rest. So if I'm going to do more than one, I'm going to do them all instead of just doing like 2 or 3. So if you do want to see that, just like let me know down below in the comments, and I'll probably also put a poll on my Instagram after I post this look on there. So that's a possibility that this series might continue. But for today, this look is going to be all about Aries. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe so you can check out my other videos when I upload. And other than that, let's just hop right on into the video. The first thing I'm going to be doing is going into the Magic Palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to be taking the shade Kogi, which is right here, that bright red shade. I'm taking it on a Morphe M441 brush. I'm going to be packing this right into the crease. Next I'm going to be going into the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Thirsty palette, and I'm taking the shade Quench on my Morphe M506 brush, and we're going to be using that to blend out the shade that we just applied. Now that we've done that, we're going back into the Juvia's Place palette and taking the exact same shade. We're going to be taking a lot of it this time, and I'm just packing it all over the lid. I want the area on the lid and by the lash line to be super pigmented and red. Then next I'm going to be taking the same shade on a Morphe M149 brush, and that's going in the lower lash line this time. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using a pigment by the brand Peaches Makeup, and this one is in the shade Cinderella. I'm taking that on the same Morphe M149 brush. I'm going to dip into the pigment and apply it. For lashes, I'm going to be wearing Cellar Door Cosmetics lashes in the style Showgirl. I'm going to apply these off camera and then I will be back. Moving on to the face. For our bronzer today, I'm going to be going into the Magic Palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm taking the same shade that we use a lot in our eyes, which is called Kogi. In every video there's something that I don't know how to pronounce, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. We're going to be taking this shade on a brush like this. We're going to tap off the excess because I don't want to do too much right away. We're going to use this like bronzer. So I've applied the shade and I've done a little bit of blending, but for this part it requires a lot of blending. So now I'm going to grab a clean brush that doesn't have the product on it. Here we have a big fluffy brush, and I feel like this will be best just to get the blending done faster. And I'm just going to blend it and blend and blend until it's nice and doesn't look like I just slapped red on my face. Now that I've done that, I'm going to be taking my usual bronzer, which is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and my Hoola bronzing brush. And I'm going to be using that directly like around the edges of my face to bronze it up and make it a little less like red looking. We're going to be skipping the blush today because obviously we already have enough red all around our face. So I'm going to be moving on to highlighter. I'm using the Anastasia Amrezy highlight, and I'm using my Morphe R36 brush, and I'm just applying that to all the usual spots. Now I'm going to be taking that same big fluffy brush that we used before, and it has red on it, which I think is actually perfect for this. I'm taking a ton of this highlight and I'm applying it on my shoulder and my chest area, like mostly my collarbone. I'm just taking a ton so it's nice and shimmery since the shoulder is obviously showing. I'm going to take a little bit on my neck too because, you know, why not? So basically I'm just going to be drenching my whole body, or at least all of the skin that is showing. You always see those like things on Instagram, like if you could only choose one makeup product to use for the rest of your life, what would it be? Mine would definitely be highlighter, and not because it actually provides any like value towards making me look better. It's just in general so pretty. Like I would rather have like highlight than nice eyebrows, like dark eyelashes. Absolutely anything. Like highlight is just top of the list. Next we're going to be working with water activated eyeliners and face paints. So before we do that, I'm going to be spraying my face with MAC Fix Plus to melt everything together, because if I do this after the next step, then all of the water activated stuff is going to be reactivated and running down my face. So we're going to be spraying this all over. Okay, so next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making little freckles with my Suva Beauty Hydroliners. And the ones I'm going to be using today are in the shade Acid Trip and Dance Party, which are a yellow and orange shade. Both of these are water activated, so I'm going to be using my Evian water spray. I'm going to be switching between these three brushes. Pink one I got from Amazon, the blue one's from Michael's Craft Store, and this one is the Suva Beauty 620 brush. So I'm just going to be switching between these three and applying little dots all over the little freckle area. Just going to start with the smallest one, dipping into Acid Trip. And Acid Trip is the orange one and Dance Party is the yellow one. So I'm probably not going to show as I'm dipping in, just because then I have to pick them up every single time. But just know that when I dip into the orange, that one's Acid Trip and the yellow one is Dance Party if you want to get either of those two. I actually think I like how this brush works best, so I'm going to stick with the pink one for now. I'm going to dip into Dance Party. I'm going to add a bunch of these dots, and then I'll switch between the two shades as needed to fill in the gaps. I'm not really bothering to make these look like realistic because, I mean, honestly, who has orange and yellow freckles? So obviously they're not going to look very real in the first place. So I'm just kind of dotting them on. It's just kind of like the idea of freckles. Okay.
Is it recording?
Next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm going to be drawing the Aries symbol right in the middle of my forehead. It is kind of like a V shape with little like curlies at where the top two parts of the V are. And you'll see when I actually draw it, but I'm going to be doing that now. Okay, so my Kat Von D eyeliner just like dried up. It always does that. Whenever I use it, I can only use it for a few seconds and it dries up. So I don't know why I thought it would last longer this time, but now I'm going to be going in with my Ben Nye Aqua Paint, which I activated with my Evian spray water, and we're just going to continue on with that because I know that won't dry out on me. For lips today, I'm going to be applying the Jouer lip topper in the shade Skinny Dip. Okay, so that is all for this video. I love how this came out. It's not really like a spooky Halloween look, but it is like a face paintish look, so I wanted to toss this in here amongst the kind of spooky looks for Halloween. And I definitely do want to keep doing more like body, face paint type stuff even after Halloween. I said that last year and never got around to doing it, but this year I'm actually going to do it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!